Chaos Bolts deal HP-based damage as percentage-based damage. So, yes, they lose out on the 1-1 since RSG banned it out, but they still have this Lunox, which could potentially be a secondary core. But, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. This is for all the marbles. This is for tournament life. Blacklist International versus RSG. This is the eliminations game right here. It could be the Philippines, could be Singapore moving on. It all falls down to the next game. Rockhart, I really like how Blacklist has been pushing for these, how do you say, less than usual lanings.
Yeah, and it kind of throws out plans if you were, for example, if you have a plan to invade mid or invade jungle early, you know, RSG just has some really good stuff to counteract that. Now, what Blacklist is doing is kind of also different because they're taking both jungle camps at the same time, which leaves little room for invades after that level 2. So they kind of secured their early game already. And that would mean that early level 4 for Edward, early level 4 as well for Oheb.
And to be fair, I think RSG's lineup isn't an invade lineup anyways. If it was a different tank, or if we know LY4 to be a super aggressive player, then yes. But again, based on the previous 2 games, RSG relatively conservative.
They really like to play passive.
They're very safe.
Absolutely. And they don't mind. That's just how they are comfortable playing with. You know, play safe until you can get an opening just like that.
Sync, even underneath the turret, had a few charges on the passive of this Yuzhong, and it will result to a lot of free gold with Fossa, his wingman, just waiting in the bush here, waiting to see, I think they're going to go for round 2 on Oheb.
Yeah, they want to keep going. They want to get all this gold coming in from the outer turret energy shield. And there's just very little that Oheb can do against this. He can only throw those shurikens out. He's not even level 4, so he doesn't have Shadow Kill.
I wonder if they have the resources to go for this. Now, no! Black Dragon form by Sync, just right on popping the passive. And it is just across the road. I'm not even going to go for the joke anymore.
Yeah, exactly. And that's just Blacklist answering early on that they said, guys, the map's a little empty. Please help me, says Oheb.
Yeah.
And they almost caught them. They forced Sync to go Black Dragon to escape.
I think it was just also the threat of the activation. It was a rattlesnake move from Blacklist. They were like, okay, if you don't engage, neither will we. We'll just make sure that you back off because you know now that we have the room to answer.
Yeah.
But just the same, I'm wondering if this shows RSG, if this tells them that, hey, we can fight back. Now Fenrir in
Look
trouble.
At this.
Edward coming in. There's the toss onto Fenrir. Down goes the Eudora. Eson goes down as well. And Rockhart, this might be the burst we're looking for. Oh, my Venus is in trouble. Down to 1 HP. Sana, not enough pops on that passive, because if he did, then the sand would be enough to throw him, propel him over onto the Estes for one more hit. But instead, they'll say, we'll back off, turn it into a turtle, and we see now how their conservative play is actually turning into a, how do you say, deliberate gameplay style.
All of a sudden, they can actually go hard all in. I mean, we saw earlier what we were talking about. Fenrir got taken out before he could complete the combo because of the single target damage from Blacklist. But after that, after they throw everything onto one guy, you see the weakness as well of the lineup for Blacklist. In the early game, they kind of lack that follow-up after everything.
They lack cleanup. Well, I guess that's what Oheb is for. But it's not going to happen if Oheb keeps getting beaten down up top.
Yeah, and when he's just busy farming.
Yep, it's a seesaw. It's a tug of war that these two teams are doing here. It's the threat of, will we get to fix one part of our lineup? Or
might take a while, yeah.
Will we be able to get this insurance that if we do make it to mid-game in okay shape, then these team fights will favor us.
Yeah.
Now, I'm liking how RSG is more willing to take these fights because take game 1 and 2. 4 minutes, 5 minutes in, you wouldn't see such engages.
Yeah, and I think that this game is not going to be any different. Despite now, RSG looks like they're more willing, but they're still playing a bit more, like this. They only go in if it's a sure kill.
Yep.
Right? And it's working. It's working. It's working for them.
Yep, so this is how we see them adjust, ladies and gentlemen. Now you see in mid, Fossa in trouble. Perfect match out, but Wise gets one more hit in after committing the Zaman Force. That's at least what you can expect. So it's a trade up top for mid, but no conversions just yet. Save for Sync, who has not let go. He takes that turret with impunity.
And those critical hits, again, coming in from LY4 is just a small demonstration, right? He's still looking for a good target for this. And I think Eson just has to be a lot more careful now. Like right now, I think there is something happening there.
Ooh, Eson in mid, looking for a target. Throwing out those spells is Edward. And I think, Rockhart, I really like the interaction between the heals on Oh My Venus and Edward's Order Brilliance. Like, he legit can just go for round 3 if he wants to.
All over again, right? They have so much uptime. It's so surprising right now, though. It's gonna be a great Fatal Links.
Yep, Eson getting one, but Zaman Force gonna save him. Oh My Venus is in trouble. There's the Zaman Force running out, but the Rampaging Sandstorm is the period in this story. Sana gets one in the backline. Edward looking low. Fossa as well backing out from Eson. Smart missiles everywhere. Another ejector, but it's on the wrong target. Sana gets another one, and they convert into a turret because Oheb is busy up top. I do think this is the time for Oheb, but I'm wondering, Rockhart, was that worth it?
I mean, Blacklist is still getting gold. Despite losing out on these big team fights, they're still getting some gold because of the split push of the Hayabusa. So I guess it's not that bad. But if they keep losing out on the big team fights, I think that's 3 in a row already, or 2 in a row. They're gonna go down soon. They gotta be careful.
Might be in trouble here. That's a 3-man from Blacklist, and you're right. Personally, to me, I think it's 1 step forward, 2 steps back. But really, how far back are these steps? Now, another look at that team fight. I do think we see here again the trademark RSG target prioritization. Order Brilliance away here for Edward, but they left Eson to die. I do think, given that it is a 2 for none, well, 2 for 1 turret, off-cam Sync goes down. It's worth it for RSG because now they're going once more. They understand, Rockhart. We need to shut down Oheb.
Yeah,
Oheb
keep going.
later on is going to be a big
Oh,
problem.
the stun! Oh my gosh! What a perfect stun from Fenrir! Slows down the Hayabusa, stops him from going Shadow Kill.
And the Shadow Kill might have been the one thing he needed. After the Shadow Kill pops, Quad Shadow out, he might have even survived.
Wow, that's a very clutch play coming in from the Eudora player from Resurgence here. And now, they're still going. They keep going on the mid lane with Eson going in hard.
Fenrir looks low. There's the ejector away. I thought it was going to be moot, but there you go. Rampaging Sandstorm in. Eson traded out. Oh My Venus trying to find the heal, but in comes Sync, bullying the healer. And Sync in now, half dragon form.
There you go.
Pops the ult. That's a double for Sana. Actually, the timer did not allow for that. Oheb comes in, does not pop the ult, and they are now going to go for the choke. Rockhart, they're going to steal the purple here away from Blacklist, and there's going to be no contest. Another win, I believe, for RSG.
Yeah, that's what I keep talking about. You group up like that around the Blessing of the Moon Goddess, you're going to get a lot of AoE damage from Sync. And I mentioned this before the broadcast, Sync just plays one main Yuzhong. So they have to really be extra vigilant how they position around the Blessing of the Moon Goddess from the Estes.
And already I see another trend in this best of 3. Whoever gets 100% on Turtle just solidifies their early to mid game, and it's just that much harder. Looking for a turnaround here for Blacklist. Rockhart, who do you think is going to come on from? Is it from Wise or from Oheb? Those are my only 2 bets.
I think it's going to be Oheb, the Oheb game. Wise is more of like the support artillery, you know, from the back line. But Oheb looks like he's the one with the katana up front. So it just feels like that's going to be what you want to do. You want to keep your eyes on Oheb and make sure you don't leave anyone alone. And RSG should be able to endure the damage.
Yep, here's a 4v5 waiting to happen. Ejector onto the back. Eson looking low. Fossa was the one who was tossed out. And now he goes down. That's going to be one for LY4. And they get that with no punish.
Unlimited Sha essence for Sync. That is what's happening over and over again. And It's really just not a good look so far for Blacklist International because of these plays that they're doing. They are just being pummeled because, again, the front line is unbeatable right now for RSG, so they need to think of other ways to get in. So Blacklist, they need to look for alternatives at this point. They can't keep doing the same things over and over again.
Yeah, this is one of the few times that Atlas actually is the right tank. Atlas is the best tank for the situation, and Fossa has been doing an immense job. Sure, 0-1-4 with a tenacity emblem talent. It doesn't look like much, but it's been working wonders. That's one of the few reasons why maybe 2 or 3 times in a row now, RSG has won team fights. Now there's the choke sink, getting ejected over. He's able to save himself and survive. And so far, I see now, Rockhart, it's Blacklist who is feeling a little bit of hesitation.
Yeah, it is Blacklist who is looking like they really want to play it safer, the passive game style, until we can get it to a point where Oheb's stronger, because right now Oheb's 0, free, and 0 on the Hayabusa. He's only getting gold from like the pushes he did earlier, plus some small minions and small minion waves and the jungle. Other than that, Oheb's just a little bit behind, despite being at par with Lunox and Harif's gold difference here in the game.
And to be fair, he has a Blade of Despair now, so that means he's farming.
Got some damage.
He's farming all right, but the thing is, I think RSG has shut down his talent emblem all the same. High and Dry does nothing in this matchup.
Yeah, RSG is always minimum grouped up into 4 or 3. It's how do you even kill anyone with Shadow Kill? And I think that's the game plan, right? RSG recognizes if we split up, you're gonna go down, and that's why they're always sticking together on the map.
They made up for the first pick disadvantage. Again, the fact that there are no reactions after your last pick, and the opponent still gets that last choice. And they fixed it via in-game strategy. They fixed it via execution. And right now, it looks like these two teams are jockeying for position here for this first Lord of the game. We are approaching 12 minutes, so this is going to be an enhanced Lord. The first one marching onto the map is enhanced. And now, I think RSG says, it's time. With Fossa waiting in the wings here, I wonder how they're going to engage. Again, Eson needs
Probably
to watch
a 5v5. It feels like a 5v5 right now that wants to happen. And Blacklist, I think they're also thinking we might be ready to go for it. Let's see.
Look at Fenrir waiting. This is just mayhem about to be unleashed. Both teams though, Fossa with the perfect match. Oh, the Ravaging Sandstorm and the Fatal Links. Oh, my Venus could not heal anyone in that situation. That's a double for Sync into the backline. Wise with the Zaman Force in the right corridor, but it might be too little too late. It's already 3-4-1 with Wise and Edward, the only ones left, and RSG goes back to business. Let's finish what we started. This Lord is ours for the taking. Rockhart, what went down?
I think it's just, there's just no way for Oheb to maneuver. Because the moment that Fenrir sees Oheb, the Eudora is just going to go all in. And he can't do anything because of that. And even the biggest tanks of Blacklist, which is the Esson's Jawhead, cannot go in without suffering almost all of his HP.
Yep. And now we see why Blacklist just, how do we say, favors vision a lot. They want to really make sure that when they get bush checks, it's not lethal. It's not like this, and I understand completely, man. It's the interaction between the Eudora and the Hayabusa. Fenrir is always going to have his hand, his finger on the trigger. Yep, exactly. And here's some sign of life, but the fact that it's Sana, who they're essentially playing tango with, is a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean, if you do that, that means LY4 is free hit, right? So, I don't know. It's just very difficult for Blacklist to engage. And they can't even... It's going to be difficult to defend this one.
Here we go. Black Dragon form plus the Lord whacking away at that turret. Even mid lane is being pressured. This is lane management and pressure being put in by RSG. They get to defend Slaying Lord here, Blacklist International, so they get to live for another round, I believe. I think they'll be hanging on for at least one more time before Lord comes in. And again, key I believe is to protect Oheb. Make sure Oheb at least does something.
Yeah, slow and steady wins the game apparently for RSG. And I think they want to start finishing it right now with Eson.
Fatal links by Eson. Oh, sorry, by Fossa. They take down Sana finally, and it looks like LY4 is gonna follow through. Rockhart, this might be the turnaround. Sync is backing out of here using the execute, but no more kills after that. I believe that was one highlight, I believe, in this whole game. 15 minutes in, this is the first time in a while we've seen Blacklist show some fight. And I think, again, we'll both agree, Oheb needed to survive. Oheb needed to lay down some damage, and possibly it may have been an odd engage by Fossa.
Man, is RSG going to be sorry that they didn't finish it right there and then? Because I feel like they gave Blacklist another opportunity to go 5v5 with a fully powered Estes on their back. I mean, right now, it's RSG just hoping that they can defend because the gold is actually almost even again.
Yeah. Here's the thing, Rocker. I don't think it was up to RSG. At any point in this game, I don't think it's always RSG saying, okay, let's not finish yet. It's mostly RSG saying, we'll find the windows. But sometimes I'm thinking they're not looking the right way.
Yeah. I mean, they keep trying to go for Eson, and when that fails, it's like, all right, the backline's going to run through you. You know, you got Haref going for Zaman Force, and you got the Blessing of the Moon Goddess going, keeping everyone just pushing forward.
Yep. You know what this reminds me of? RSG's gameplay style is Floyd Mayweather.
Oh,
Money Mayweather.
yeah.
Always looking for the counter attacks. And now look at this. In comes Sana with the Rampaging Sandstorm. Sync with the Black Dragon form from the backline. Zaman Force already committed here by Wise. It's looking dangerous. There's an ejector, but Eson goes down. Oheb takes out Sana. Sync goes down as well. They're trading left and right. 3 for 1 so far. And it's just Fossa and 4 LY4 left.
Oh my gosh!
Fossa the only survivor.
I think this is it!
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The turnaround of the century. It's a wipeout, and this might be it. You're right, Rockhart. Blacklist wiped out RSG, and all it took was that interesting
26
team fight
seconds on the next respawn.
in their
That's
jungle.
it.
This is it. What? Blacklist International effectively eliminates RSG. Another Filipino team moves on in the MPL Invitational.
This is what we're talking about. The pure resiliency of Blacklist. Man, that is just Filipino spirit coming in here from Blacklist International. You can never, ever count out a Filipino team.
Kudos to RSG though. I do believe it was more of